upon a time.
Reading. Also narration. Prince lets his hair loose in a dramatic way, cliche. They really never explain how the big bad wolf got here. He couldn't have gotten here since the bridge was incinerated in the first movie. Also, pork illustrated, and bacon flavored fried pork rinds. Shrek is a dick to doors. Also, that door Shrek tore down earlier is somehow in perfect condition again so we could have the title appear. How much longer will it take to cure this? Discount Smash Mouth. Okay, what? Fiona's a to not Disney Ariel. Running in a flower field, cliche. Shrek and Fiona are for passing gas near the ferries. Hawaii 5-0. Don't worry, we'll take care of everything. And then they immediately break that promise 10 seconds after they made it. Movie that takes place in medieval times has a, oh forget it, there's no point in sending this movie for its technological inconsistencies. This movie doesn't seem to care and I won't even bother with it. 30 seconds of are we there yet montage. So now they recognize the newlywed couple. Julia Andrews' character isn't whisking away with an umbrella in this scene. You're telling me that the crowd just noticed their ogreness now? Even though Shrek and Fiona were in plain view of the crowd earlier, they're surprised now? Got it. Bird crashes into a wall due to being distracted by the crowd's reaction cliche. Tension! Cutaway! Suspense! I really want you dead, face. Do you really need this many forks and knives for your meal? Also, instead of having a regular spork, let's just take the end of a spoon and a fork and glue them together, because logic.
Shrek, darling.
Oh!
To be fair, you guys didn't explain that it was a tradition of your family. You also didn't say that drinking it was disrespectful towards the family. Just saying.
Tell us about where you live.
Shrek owns his own land.
It's in an enchanted forest.
What? I know you ain't talking about the swamp.
What a Nobody helps Shrek or Harold when they're choking.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Dinner is served.
Never mind.
Character needs to announce to use the restroom, sees food, and decides to hold his bladder cliche.
So, I suppose that the grandchildren I could expect from you would be...
Ogres.
Fast forward!
Fiona, Mom, Harold.
Donkey!
This face. So the fairy godmother is a fairy godmilf?
A wave of my magic wand.
We interrupt this movie to bring you a random music sequence. Scene does not contain a musical lap dance.
I am an ogre.
Well, that was totally unnecessary.
Hello, Harold. What happened?
I got nothing.
No. Lillian totally heard the fairy godmother.
You better get in.
Actually, fairy godmother, just off to bed. So, how about...
This bodyguard spontaneously appears out of nowhere after not being present in the previous shots.
When did you get back?
About 5 minutes ago, after I endured blistering winds,
I climbed to the highest room in the tallest tower.
He endures blistering winds.
The main villain interrupts her subordinate's dialogue and repeats his dialogue cliche.
Harold, you force me to do something I really don't want to do.
May I take your order?
My diet is ruined.
Super tense threatening moment turns out not to be that tense cliche.
Your order, fairy godmother?
That was impossibly fast service for takeout. The director said, let's give Charming a kid's meal crown. That way, he'll look even more like a dweeb. The director also said, let's have Fairy Godmother talk while she's eating a burrito. That way, she'll look even more like a chubby
Excuse me?
Do I know you?
No.
Sorry, Your Majesty, but that cloak of yours isn't fooling anyone.
I need to have someone taken care of.
Who's the guy?
Obligatory Larry King voice.
He's ogre.
No, all of them didn't hear that. Bounty Hunter hides in the shadows to make himself look more mysterious cliche. Justin Timberlake illusion.
Face it, donkey, we're lost.
Couldn't Harold at least provide Shrek a map to where he needed to go?
Yeah, and there's that bush that's shaped like Shirley Bassey.
Shirley Bassey shouldn't even exist in this time period. Character accidentally gets kicked in the groin cliche.
I say we take the sword and neuter him right here.
I was doing it only for my family. My mother, she's sick, and my father lives off the garbage.
I know this film came out 7 years before Puss's own film, but Puss is an orphan. He's obviously lying in this scene. Alright movie, you convinced me to remove 2 sins for Puss's adorableness.
Dad, have you seen Shrek?
No, I haven't, dear. You know, after your little spat last night.
Oh, you heard that, huh?
Darling, the whole kingdom heard you.
Unlikely. Remember that tear Puss inflicted on Shrek's shirt earlier? Well, his shirt healed itself since that tear is miraculously gone in this scene.
We're from the Union.
The Union?
Okay, we're just gonna have a look around.
No need to check us for credentials or anything. What we're saying is totally legit. Every factory worker falls for this disguise. Room full of highly valuable potions has little to no security whatsoever. Hero grabs his hat before the door closes on him cliche. Archers miss Shrek despite him being slowed down by the conveyor belt. And they still miss Shrek when he isn't moving that much.
Hey man, this don't feel right. My donkey senses are tingling all over.
My spidey senses are tingling cliche.
How do you feel?
Well, I don't feel any different. I look any different?
You still look like an ass to me.
Double meaning. Fart joke. Ominous lightning and clouds indicate that something magical will happen. Protagonist wakes up with a POV shot cliche. Doesn't it defeat the purpose of having a warning label if you could only read it within the bottle's interior?
To make the effects of this potion permanent, the drinker must obtain his true love's kiss by midnight.
Midnight? Why is it always midnight?
Shrek would be great at CinemaSins.
First things first. We need to get you out of those clothes.
Pervs. It's really convenient how this guy had clothes that were somewhat similar to Shrek's usual getup. Slow motion hair physics. What is he even licking?
I hate Mondays.
I hate Mondays cliche. Secret meeting place isn't really that secretive. We interrupt this movie to bring you the Hollywood red carpet.
Aren't they adorable?
This sweeper guy totally had the right idea, -1 sin. This remote only has 5 buttons on it. Medieval reality television.
Shrek? Donkey?
So how exactly did you guys get here? Far, far away is more than 700 miles away from Shrek's swamp. There's no way they got here this fast unless they used some off-screen magic or something. Also, Mission Impossible music. Whoever's in charge of prison security definitely lost his job after this movie ended.
Quick, tell a lie. Say something crazy like I'm wearing ladies' underwear.
I'm wearing ladies' underwear.
Why was this even in the script?
It looks like you most certainly am all.
Hey, I'm not.
What kind?
It's a thong.
Thanks for the image, movie.
It's alive.
It's alive! Cliche. This climax is the reason why this movie is so awesome. Along with the song, this movie deserves 10 less sins. Godzilla roar. No. Bubbles? Really? Couldn't we at least get a better effect like exploding sparks or something? Also, parental figure takes the hit in order to protect his son-in-law cliche. One more thing. When Harold deflected Fairy Godmother's blast at her, she turns into bubbles. I never really got that part. It's really convenient how the spell gave them their old clothes back.
Uno, dos, cuatro, hit it!
No, it's uno, dos, tres. Get your Spanish vocabulary right, donkey. This song rocks, and it's another 10 sins removed from this film. How did Mirror Guy get here? Shrek is a to this white poodle. Also, the dog is still alive somehow.
Oh, hey baby!
Suddenly, dragon. Cute baby hybrids are cute, but how in the world were they even born? Considering that donkey and dragon are 2 completely different species, this hybrid is possible because screw genetics. Wait, they actually needed permission to display these logos? Despite the fact that said logos are parodies of the real ones? That kinda defeats the purpose of spoofing the real logos to begin with. I know this isn't part of the actual movie, but since this was an extra on the DVD release, we'll send Far Far Away Idol as a bonus.
Simon.
Suddenly, Simon Cowell. Also, Simon Cowell.
Easy, Simon. The competition hasn't even started yet.
I can't help being judgmental. It's who I am.
This is who I am.
Alrighty. Who's up for a little contest then?
Yeah, bring it on!
These contestants appear out of nowhere.
Welcome to Far, Far Away Idol, where you get to vote along with our judges, Shrek, Fiona, and Simon.
Thanks for the roll call, Magic Mirror.
No, you're really on fire!
Character doesn't realize he's literally on fire until it's too late, cliche.
Come on, get real, Pinocchio.
I find his performance quite wooden, actually.
Pun.
Some boys take.
Larry King's singing.
I break through the crowd. I'm on the hunt. I'm after you.
Skip.
I'm too sexy for my shirt.
This song.
On the
Thank you. You should have done that earlier.
We can see all obstacles in our way.
Their singing was actually pretty good. These judges have no musical taste whatsoever.
hooked on a feeling.
Pun.
The cat's got my tongue, and possibly my vote. Always breaking the rules.
Hey, you said it, brother. Where did he get that harmonica from? Character jumps and yells, "Pick me" to gain a vote, cliche. Oh, god damn it, movie. Since there are several endings for this idol, we'll look through all of them. First up is Donkey.
And the next, Far, Far Away Idol is Donkey.
Who's your donkey? Burn, baby, burn.
That's what we get? They're not even trying to dance.
Puss.
Start walking! And that's just what they'll do.
No derp, Sherlock.
Shrek and Fiona.
Love it!
That's what I like about you.
They still aren't even trying to dance in this scene.
And the next, Far, Far Away Idol is... now you're being ridiculous. Nope. It's me, everyone!
Narcissist. Also, this ending is worth 1,000 zins because Simon Cowell. One more thing, they didn't even bother making other endings for the other contestants. You only get this ending when you pick contestants who aren't even Donkey, Puss, or Shrek and Fiona.
Ladies and gentlemen, our time is up here, but we look forward to seeing you next time on Far, Far Away Idol.
Oh boy, I can't wait for the next one that will never appear in the 2 sequels of this movie. Also, the 2 sequels of this movie. Wait, this thing needed a screenplay? And they still needed permission to show a parody brand and its logo because Starbucks. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time when we sing Shrek the Third.